Hey guys, how's it going? Owners here and welcome to a new video. Now this time it is time for round 3 of the Apex Racing League PC Split 1. And we are again jumping in my Mercedes and ready to go out on track. This time we are around Montreal, the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. And it's a good circuit, it is quite short. And there's not really so much time you can lose. Because it is a short track, and also I don't think the corners are like designed to lose a lot of time. I mean, I expect the field to be really close in this race. That's just what I think. I mean, the laps are short, and as I said before, there's not really like points where you can lose a lot of time. So we are right now on my outlap. You're joining me on my outlap as I let Fago's Pirate through there, but he told me already on TeamSpeak that I could pass him again, so here we go on his inside. Thank you, Fago's Pirate. So on my outlap, this is the final run, obviously, because there are only 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. So I'm warming up my tires a bit then. Right now in second position with a 1:10.975. Jack first did a good lap. He is right now in first position with a 1:10.8. Then it's Alex behind me and Grenu behind. I think everyone pretty much went for options except for my teammate Chicane. He went for the primes, and I'm slowing down now a little bit because I want to let this Lotus through. There he goes. So preparing then for the lap, already going to mix 3 so I can, you know, burn up some fuel before I start the lap, so my car will be a little bit lighter, which sometimes helps a bit. My personal best is a 1:10.6, somewhere around there. So let's see if we can improve my personal best. It's going to be tough, but here we go. Here's the lap. Now on the exit of this chicane I already made a mistake. Actually, a really poor mistake going into the barrier there, but there we go. Then braking for the first corner. This is a first gear corner and taking as much curb as you can. And then this right-hander, and then going slowly on the throttle. And then once you're comfortable, press the throttle completely. Then this corner brake just before the 50 meter boards, and then it's pretty straightforward. Just get as early on the throttle as you can without cutting the corners too much. And then this hairpin, you want to take as much of the curb again as possible. And then using a little bit of curves on the exit there. In the slipstream of the car ahead, slipstream does make a big difference. Normally I wouldn't get into 7th gear on this straight, but with the slipstream of the car in front, I was able to get in 7th gear, so that probably gave me a little bit of time. Then this hairpin, which is really difficult, brake at the 100 meter board and then slow down right down to first gear. And right now 3.5 tenths up on my previous lap, so we are good for a 1:10.6 at the moment. Let's see if we can nail the final sector as well, and then it should be good, hitting the ref limiter. Jack first improves his lap, so he raises the bar a little bit more. Then his final chicane, make sure you don't cut it, get as early on the throttle as possible, run it out wide as much as possible, but obviously don't want to hit the barrier. And there we go, across the line. It's a 1:10.630, which is about 2 tenths quicker than Jack first and Barcelona in third. So a good performance from Barcelona, and then close behind Barcelona is Alex. My teammate Chicane, he qualified in 11th place. He wasn't really comfortable, I think, for this race. So, but remember, he is starting on the prime, so that might be a little bit of an advantage in the race for him. So pretty good qualifying lap, pretty happy with that. Now before this race, basically Alex, who is basically the coordinator of this split, so he told us that we should be very aware of corner cuts, because it's really easy on this track to corner cut. So he told us that we should be a little bit aware of that, obviously. I mean, you can sometimes cut the corner without doing it on purpose, but obviously doing it a lot of times is not good. So here we have the strategy then. This is pretty much the best strategy. Tire wear isn't too high on this track. I mean, you should be able to make this schedule pretty easily. So here we go then, out on track. Again in pole position. And it's Jack first behind me, so a strong performance from him. And there's my teammate Chicane in 11th, indeed on the prime tire. So here we are then. Barcelona is behind me, and you can see my mirror as well, the Ferrari of Alex. So here we go then, the lights are coming up and they are out now, so away we go. Quite a good start, but have a lot of wheel spin actually there, but luckily still can defend from Jack first, who will be on my outside for this one. So I give a little bit of throttle at the exit of the first corner, so I could stay ahead of him just enough, and already making a little bit of a gap right now. I think there was a little bit of contact in the first corner between Barcelona and Alex, I think, which made Barcelona drop back a little bit. So that moved Alex up in P3, just behind Jack first, sorry, not Jack, Fed first. So Alex will be looking probably to pass Jack first as soon as he can. And now it's my job to pull away as much as I can, because in the practice I noticed that once you can stay behind someone for like 2 or 3 seconds behind someone, you can profit a lot from their slipstream, and you can really, you know, it's really easy to follow the guy in front. So I was trying to make as much as a gap as possible, as much of a gap as possible. Going a little bit defensive there, trying to avoid Jack first having a little bit of slipstream on me. And I went as well on a ridge for this last sector, and then we will switch back to a standard now. There we go. So that's the first lap, and 1.2 seconds ahead of Jack first. Barcelona dropped back because it's Granu right now with 4th, so he had a good first lap. And then it's Alex very close behind Jack first, so while they are battling a bit, I should be able to pull away, even though it's a tiny bit. That tiny bit could make a big difference in the later stage of the race, so that's where I am right now focusing on. I'm pushing quite a bit, but obviously you have to keep your tire wear in your mind as well. I mean, you cannot push too hard, otherwise your tires will be destroyed, as I went way too wide into the first corner. Obviously you need to get a little bit used to the heavy fuel load that's in the car right now. Obviously the handling of the car becomes quite different from what it is in qualifying. And the gap slowly increasing to Jack first, again using a rich mixture. This will be the last time I will be using it, because well, the fuel is at optimal, so we cannot use it forever. I mean, then we will run out of fuel. Quite close to the barrier there, but didn't touch it luckily. So the DRS will be enabled, which should help Alex a little bit in his try to pass Jack first. Actually, Alex, I think Alex already passed Jack first, is that right? Yep, that's right indeed. So Alex passed Jack first with use of the slipstream, and now we will see if Alex can close the gap to me. I mean, there is a little bit of a gap, but as I said before, when you are 2 or 3 seconds behind someone, it still could make a little bit of a difference in terms of slipstream, which is very what's it called, very effective on this track. Okay, going a little bit wide in this corner, touching the grass a bit, but that every time compromises my exit, so I shouldn't really gain a lot of time with that. So I should stop doing that.
There's not much between you and the car behind, just 2 seconds.
So it seems like Jack first cannot really keep up with Alex. He's already a second down, but he will have DRS, I think, so let's see if he can fight himself back. So indeed, very similar paced at the moment. I mean, I'm not really gaining huge amounts of time. And we skip right now to lap 6. The gap to Alex is 1.5 seconds, so he gained a little bit over the last couple of laps on me. And Jack first is 2 seconds behind Alex, and then it's Fed first behind Jack first, 3 seconds. So cut the corner there a little bit too much, should stop doing that. So Alex closed the gap a little bit, and I'm right now trying to push a little bit, making sure that he won't get DRS. Tire wear is already coming into play right now a bit, so we should try to look after them as well, because I take that corner quite nice. And then braking for the hairpin, it's always difficult to brake for this one, especially with worn tires. I mean, it's really easy to lock the rears when you have worn tires. Right now starting to push a little bit more, 4/10 up on my previous lap, but I obviously have to respond on Alex's lap times, because he has been pretty quick. But I mean, the lap times were really really consistent from both of us, and there's not much between us. We are very similar paced. As I almost did my personal fastest lap. So that shows how hard I'm pushing right now. So we go in lap 9. 1.3 to Alex, so he gained another 2/10 in the final, or the last couple of laps I should say. This lap should be my pit stop, the scheduled pit stop. A little bit of sliding through that corner. Obviously the rear tires are quite a bit worn, so they are not really at the optimal grip level. And Alex is right now running full revs, so max 3. Let's see if he can get a lot of time then with that mix 3. Not really, kept maintaining to 1.4. Now I noticed that running on mix 3 does make quite a big difference on this track. It is around half a second every lap I think, so that is quite a big difference, especially in the last sector. You can gain a lot of time by going in the high mixture. So here we go then, going into the pits. Alex comes with me, so let's see then. Choosing the prime tire, Alex did as well for this stint, and then we will do one more stint at the end with option tires. So here we go, Alex in the pits, and there's a car who went into the pits as well, and he held up Alex quite a bit, so Alex fell back. Actually quite a bit. I think he lost around 4 seconds on that pit stop, which is a little bit unlucky for him. And it's good for us because Alex as well drops right now. Look on the minimap, he drops in the traffic, so he has to do some overtaking in order to, you know, close the gap to me again, or to, you know, stay in second place, because he's right now in traffic. And it's actually Jack first. I don't know. I think Jack first made the pit stop as well. So Jack first, he ended up in front of Alex as well, so Alex quite unlucky there. But let's see if he can fight himself back, you know. I mean, once you have always when you drop down a few places, you have to fight back. You have to be focused again and show that you're, you know, a good fighter. Because I think a really good, you know, F1 driver should also be able to what's it called, to he should be capable of performing with a disadvantage, or performing well with bad luck in this case. As you have seen as well from my previous race in Monaco, I disconnected in qualifying, had to start on the back of the grid. But you know, you can never give up, you have to fight for it, and hopefully you can fight yourself back. So it seems like Smuffler, who was P2, pitted. That means that Jack first is now in second and in front of Alex, and Fago's Pirate is right now in 4th place. He hasn't done a pit stop yet, I think, so that's why he's that high up. But still, pretty solid performance from him, even though he hasn't pitted yet. Could have been worse. So the gap to Jack first is 5.2 seconds, and this is my time. This is the time I have to show that I have a good pace and try to pull away from both Jack first and Alex, because I think Alex has the pace on Jack first. So this is a situation where I have to take advantage of and try to increase the gap every lap a bit before Alex overtakes Jack first. Got the chicane a little bit too much, turned in too early. These tires give a lot of grip compared to the worn option tires, so that's why I turned in too early there. Was a little bit surprised by the amounts of grip. Here again, a lot of grip. Alex getting close to Jack first, but not really yet able to overtake him with DRS. As you can see on the track as well, there's a little bit of a rubber line forming. We do purple, fastest of the race. But I don't think I am on mix 3 right now, actually. Am I? No, I'm not. So I'm still, you know, saving the fuel a little bit, maybe for the final stint, when we might need it more than we need now. so it does take quite some time before the prime tire are, you know, completely up to temperature and give the highest grip or the highest performance. Usually after 2 laps, on this track at least, they give the maximum grip. So right now they don't really give the maximum grip just yet. And we do purple, 113.6, but definitely can still improve on that probably, because I didn't really run on race mixture. And look behind us, it's Alex who actually did the fast lap of the race, 113.4, so great job from him, but obviously with use of DRS in the final sector. And Alex overtook Jack first, seems like. Yeah, he did indeed. So let's see if Jack first can fight himself now back, or if Alex can pull away from him. 5.4 seconds. Let's see if it increases or decreases. But it's pretty obvious that I should focus, be concentrated, and yeah, just push. Look on the minimap, I think Alex and Jack first are side by side again, coming into the hairpin, but I think Alex actually got a place, and somehow Alex lost 7 tenths in just that one middle sector, so it seems like Jack first and Alex are battling a little bit with each other, which is in my advantage, because I'm still, you know, profiting from it, as Jack first is actually now in front of Alex, so Jack first is fighting back, which is positive again for me. And I shouldn't really make a mistake right now. I mean, it's easier to make a mistake when you're out alone in front than once you're battling with someone, because, you know, it's really easily to lose concentration once you run in front. As we do purple again, so pushing now a little bit more. As I said before, these tires give a lot of grip after a couple of laps, so this is probably the point where they gave a lot of grip. And this is also the point where I have to show my pace, because Jack first and Alex are losing every lap quite some time right now. So I should take that chance and pull away from them. Again, pulling away from them in that middle sector, 7.4 now. To Jack first, who is actually keeping or holding back Alex quite a bit, so well done to him. He must be defending quite good. Close to the wall there again, the wall of champions. Luckily didn't hit it, as we do a 1:13.3, so that's the new fastest lap of the race then. And we skipped to lap 25, so that's quite a big jump. This is my pit stop lap, or my in lap I should say. So the lap when I'll be pit stopping. And Jack first is still in front of Alex right now. Well, he is right now. And but that's because Alex made a pit stop this lap. I can tell you that Alex overtook Jack first and managed to make a little bit of a gap to Jack first. And he was 9 seconds behind me when he entered the pit. So he has gone for the option tires now, and he will gain a lot of time on me, because the option tires will give a lot of grip compared to my worn option tires. So it's time to respond on Alex's pit stop and make my own pit stop now then. I mean, 10 laps should be fine on the option tires, considering that we did 9 laps already on my first stint with options, and that was already when they had a qualifying lap in their back. And now we have obviously the rubber line as well, which is forming on track, which gives you a bit more grips, and tire wear, or not tire wear, the fuel has come down, so the cars are a little bit lighter, which should be better for tires. So here we are then entering the pits. It's 11 seconds to Jack first, so we should be able to come out in front of Jack first, because he makes a pit stop anyway, as we lose connection to Usain unfortunately. I heard that Usain was lagging quite a bit, which is unfortunate. I mean, he is from South Africa, I think, so yeah, it's not really the best place to have to play online games, obviously. And Alex did the fast lap of the race, good job to him, on 12.7, so he's right now behind us. Let's actually see the gap. The gap is 7.4 seconds, so he gained around 1.6 seconds on me during that one lap. But coming back on Usain, he he said on the forums that he will probably retire from the season, which is a shame. I mean, he has a lot of trouble the whole time with lag, which is very unfortunate. I mean, it's not fun to see people dropping out because of that. So we should be responding now to Alex's times and hopefully be faster than him. I'm going to mix free. I mean, we still have +1 lap of fuel available, so we should be good. As Romian retires from the race, and that's because he was lagging as well quite a bit. And Fago's Pirate actually got a little bit mad at him, which made him decide to retire. And now he disconnects. So 7 seconds to Alex. He gained 3/10 on me in that final sector, but obviously my tires still have to get a little bit up to temperature, as Alex did a 1:12.1, so a great lap from him. But we are already faster than that because we just did purple in the first sector. Going over that curb completely. You don't really want to take that curb as much as I did, because sometimes it can bounce you off and then pushes you off the track. But I did it there and it ended up being fine. So still purple then. These tires giving so much grip right now. And I want to do the fastest lap. That's just basically how I am. I always try to have a target for myself when I am out alone in front. Or when I'm out in front alone, I just try to make my own targets, my own goals. As we did at 11.3, so that was enough for the fastest lap of the race. And we skip right now to the ending of lap 32 and the beginning of lap 33. So I pretty much maintained the gap and making no mistakes, just trying to be strong and have a good pace and maintain the gap to Alex, which I'm doing quite good right now actually, because it's just 7.3 seconds to Alex. And remember, it was 7 seconds before I did that fastest lap, which was in lap 27 or 28 I think. So tire wear should be fine. They should be fine, you know, going to the end of the race. So it seems like we are in a very good position, but yeah, as I said before, you still have to focus, because one mistake and it can be all over then. It can throw you out of the race and then the win is gone. So still trying to be focused. And actually right now I thought, well, it's lap 34. Let's just take it a little bit more easy, which I am doing right now indeed, as you saw in that last chicane. And I am not really pushing that hard anymore. Just trying to bring the car home, as the engineer just said. I mean, I have a 7.5 gap to Alex, so I shouldn't be stupid right now and just bring the car home, bring the win home. As you can see, the Robert line is quite big right now. Here again, you can it's clearly visible, the black line going on the track. And going to the hairpin. So almost the final lap then. Pretty boring race actually. The first end was pretty exciting with Alex, coming quite close to me, almost in my DRS zone, DRS range. But then obviously he was held up a little bit in the pit stop. We were extremely similar pace this race. That's one thing to say. So it will be quite good if Alex didn't get held up, because probably there would be one big massive battle for the win, because we are so similar paced. But that's just the way it is. It's probably quite boring. I'm sorry for that, but obviously it is for me important to take the win. rather than, you know, slow down right now and make the race a little bit more exciting. So I think you guys will understand that. I hope you guys will. And 7 seconds to Alex, so he's closing in a little bit, but as I said before, I don't care. Just bringing the car home now. One more time on this straight, and then we will come up to the finish line. So I was quite happy right now. My target before this race was a podium, just, you know, trying to be solid, score solid points, which will be important for the championship. But I took the win, which I'm really happy about. Didn't really expect it. And there we go then across the line. So there we are, taking the win. 6.7 lead to Alex. And we can see my teammate Chicane, he ended up in P8, so he made a few positions. He made up a few positions, which is good. So good job to him. Then we have Fago's Pirate, who takes the last point. As I said before, he was a little bit complaining about Romian, who was lacking a bit. So he must have had some trouble as well. And then it was Jack first and third, I believe. No, was it? I don't know actually. I think it was Granu. It's actually, I'll have a look. It was Granu indeed in third place. So great job from Granu. This is first podium, I think. 16 seconds behind me, and then it was Jack first, and then Fed first in P5. Smuffler P6. Raiden in 7th. Then my teammate Amstel in 9th. Amstel, Fago's Pirate in 10th. And I forgot to mention that he actually had a penalty, I think. So that penalty will be removed, and he will end up in P8 then. So he steals P8 from my teammate Chicane. So Chicane will end up in P9 probably, because that 10-second penalty was unfair according to him. So that penalty will be removed, and then it's Sapphire and Riot Box in 11th and 12th, just out of the points. So pretty happy with that race, as I said before, pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, I just after that pit stop, the first pit stop, I had obviously quite a big lead over Alex, who was in traffic and fighting with Jack first. So I managed to, you know, increase the gap a bit more, and basically that was it. So next race will be in 3 weeks, I think. The next race will be on January the 5th in 2014. So I'll be right back, or not be right back, I'll be back then. With the next race, which will be Silverstone, and I love Silverstone. It's my favorite track, so I hope to do well there. And that's pretty much it for this, guys. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, and see you guys in 2014. Have a great new year, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching again, and see you next time. Goodbye.